Alright, what's up guys, Adam here, and welcome to another one of my videos. We're at that point in time where we're sick of playing FIFA 20, and the new game is coming out, but it's just not there yet. We're getting all the pictures and all that, and I've been doing this, I think, since FIFA 16, and you guys seem to love it every year, so I'm gonna be doing it once again. It's gonna be a prediction of the Milan ratings. Now, I'm not gonna go through every single player. Usually I go through every single player, literally every single person in the squad. I'm just gonna be running through the main players and the players that I'm sure are going to be here next season, and what my ratings of these players are going to be. You guys are going to be seeing them here. Obviously, I'm going to be leaving out a few of the younger players, a few of the players that maybe didn't get enough game time or just still young, but I'm still going to be talking about them. But we're going to be starting off with none other than Gianluigi Donnarumma. 86 overall is what I think he's going to be getting. Now, this guy, if you watched him after the break, fantastic. His distribution has gotten so much better. He's a lot more reliable in goal. He's still so young. Still, I think 21 years old. 21 years old is ridiculous. Already has played over 200 games for Milan. 86 would be a fantastic rating for him. Now, as you can see, there's individual stats, but those don't mean anything. I just am talking about the rating. 86, and especially with Milan being partnered with FIFA this season, I think that'll actually have an effect on the ratings of some of these players. So that's why I've gone with 86. Next up, we have a guy who's probably been our best player all season. Probably not the best player in the side, but one of our best players, and it's Theo Hernandez. He's gonna be 80 or 81. The reason why I maybe put 81 is because of the fact that Milan is partnered with FIFA next season, so I think that could actually affect his rating. I think 80 is gonna be good for him. He struggled a bit in defense, but going forward, I wouldn't be surprised if we see this player playing as more like a left mid, left winger in a couple of seasons. At a point, this guy was one of our top goal scorers, but that just showed how bad Milan was in the first half of the season before the whole COVID happened, and he had 6 goals this season as well as 3 assists. What more do you want from a guy? He has so much speed. He's so reliable in attack. In defense, he could work on it, but that's something that's gonna come through experience. Still only 22 years old. Some young players on the side, and I have no doubt in my mind that Hernandez is gonna be back in the 80s next season. Next up, we have Simon Kjær. Now, I was struggling between 81, 82. Solid. Very, very solid. We did sign him for next season. I don't know exactly how much, but when he came in, I'm just like, okay, he's gonna come in, he's gonna be a solid player, and that's exactly what he turned out to be. I think 81 is going to be perfect for him, and maybe even 82. Sometimes he looked just a little bit better than Romagnoli, but I've got to give it to him. He really surprised me. 81, perfect for him. And speaking of Romagnoli, Alessio Romagnoli, 84 is what I've given him because he's the captain. Milan's partnered with FIFA, and he's just been here since, you know, like 2015, and he's only continued to grow. He's very solid. He does have a couple of mistakes here and there, but an 84, maybe even 83, that wouldn't be an upgrade from last season, but I think 84 would be the upgrade that I think EA is actually going to give him if they actually watched him, if they actually saw his strengths, his weaknesses. He does have some weaknesses. He does get beat sometimes, but more often than not, he's really saving us at the back. And in Capitano, I think he's gonna get an 84 for next season, which brings us to one of the most consistent players, more consistent than my upload schedule, Benacer. 80 overall. I think even maybe 81, but that might just be stretching it. 80 overall is what I think Benacer can actually get. Just a solid player. He controls the ball so well. He controls the play so well. He really, really did surprise me last season. I can only see big things for this player, and who knows who's going to be partnered with next season, who he's, you know, going to be playing alongside. But Benacer, I think an 80 overall for him would be the perfect rating. They could just boost up his stats because he was like criminally underrated last FIFA. I think he stayed 74 the entire time. Why they never upgraded him, I have no idea. But Benacer, still young. 80 overall is what I'm going to be giving him. Frank Yannick Kessie, the picture, it's because I took his team of the week from last season. He struggled at the beginning of the season. He's been struggling since he got to Milan. He shows flashes of like brilliance and then just forgets how to play in like the span of like 3 seconds, but he finished the season so solid. I'd like to say that he improved, and I think he can give us a lot more than he has been giving us. So that's for the reason I stuck with 80. Don't want to be going even more. I maybe would have even given him a bit less, but my reasoning once again with EA being partnered, I think that's going to affect his rating, and I think 80 is going to be good for the Ivorian. This guy surprised me since coming back since the COVID break. It's Hakan Çalhanoğlu. How many people do I see just ripping this guy on Twitter, and just I don't know what to say anymore. He delivered near the end of the season. I hope he can take that into next season. 81, 82, 9 goals, 9 assists. That's what you want. That's what you want for a guy like this, playing behind the striker. I think his best position is behind the striker. Çalhanoğlu, 82. Maybe it's going to be 81 because he did start off struggling at the beginning of the season, but he finished strong. I think he had 5 goals, 7 assists since returning. I'm not sure exactly what the number was, but he finished so strong. I'm excited to see what he can bring next season. I think it's going to be 81, but there is a chance that it can actually be an 82. Not much to add about Castillejo. He showed some flashes of brilliance, but then sometimes would just fall asleep during matches. I think a 79 is going to be good for him. I put him in here because he was a vital part for us for a bit of the season. He scored some goals. I don't know what else to say about Samu Castillejo. I think he's going to be a good player, you know, coming in off the bench. Think he can give us much more than he actually has been. But a 79, I think that's good for him. Alexis Salamakers, when he came in, I had no idea what to expect. Not going to say struggled, but didn't come into the first team up until the last couple of matches of the season. And then when he did, he put in some good performances. Sometimes he showed flashes of brilliance. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I feel like I could say this about the entire squad. 74 for him, still young, still has room to grow. He just needs to find that consistency, and I think a 73 will be his rating, but who knows with EA? You've seen them give some ratings for absolutely no reason and then not give players other ratings, but 73 is what I'm sticking with. And next we have the 21-year-old Rafael Leao, still young. This guy can pull off such amazing stuff. He was deployed as a striker, sometimes as a left winger. I'm pretty sure the coach said that he wants him as a left winger. I think a 77 is going to be perfect for him. A lot of speed. He finished some goals, but he struggled sometimes too. He hit the post a couple of times. Could have had way more goals than just 6 this season, but like I said, still young. Maybe he could be the starting striker, the starting left winger. Rafael Leao, 77 is what I think he's going to be getting. And we have 2 players left that I did put their ratings. The first one is going to be Ante Rebic, 83 overall. I think if anybody deserves a big upgrade, it has to be Ante Rebic. At the beginning of the season, when he came in, I don't even know what he was doing. But then when we came back, this guy was on fire. He was just scoring goals left, right, and center, always in the perfect position, beating defenders. He deserves this big upgrade, and I think he's going to be getting it. 83, maybe an 82. But the way he finished the season, maybe EA saw that. 11 goals this season, 3 assists. Rebic, I think he's deserving of one of the biggest upgrades in the team. And last but not least, you guys know who it is. It's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Who knows? Maybe when this video does come out, he's not going to be signing his contract, but it's looking like he will be. And I have no doubt in my mind that he is going to be staying here at least for one more season. 38 years old. Half a season, the guy scored 10 goals and 5 assists. If you tell me he's human, I probably won't believe you. 85 is what I think he's going to be getting, but you never know with EA. When players get old, sometimes they just downgrade them for no reason, so that's why I put 84 on him. Zlatan, I hope he stays for another season. I hope he can give us, at this age, still what he has left in him. And those are my ratings predictions for Milan. I obviously left out a couple of the young guys like Maldini, Pobega, Brescianini, and just there's no point because we know they're going to be lower rated players with high potentials, and then throughout the season EA is going to adjust them whether they turn out to be that. I maybe left out defenders like Calabria, Conti, but it's just guys that they were average average last season, and I have no idea what the ratings would be, so I just decided to give you guys the biggest players in my mind at Milan. Now, whoever we sign, they're not going to be in this video, but those are the players who I think those are going to be their ratings. If you guys have enjoyed this video, you can leave me a like down below. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments down below. I can't wait for this game to come out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.